Hello, good morning. My real name is Andreas Grenmer, and I'm doing a quick feature show about a program that I wrote. It's called TPP. Well, what is TPP? TPP means text presentation program. It's a text console application, as you can see. I use it to do this presentation. It's PowerPoint for Sven Gukes or for all text tool users. It has a very simple file format. You only need a text editor to write your presentation and some kind of text console to show that presentation. The first version was a 4-hour egg in the programming language Ruby plus ncurses libraries. And then I wrote extensions and extensions and extensions, and then the source code was totally fucked up, so I threw it away and rewrote it with a generic design. Yeah, basic features. You can show simple text. You can also have very long lines that then are wrapped, like this very long line. You can also center the text or show it on the right side. You can also slide it in. Thank you. From the right or from the bottom. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, then different attributes, underlining, reverse, bold. Reverse and bold here, actually there's a bug, I don't know why it is not bold. So this is not bold either, and this should be normal again. I have to check that problem. Okay, the different control keys, you simply use spacebar to go to the next slide or to the next entry. You can separate the different entries. Yeah, it's pretty self-explaining if you know all the usual text tools that are around. And of course you've got a help screen which you get when you press H or the question key. Okay, that's a source code example. All commands are starting with a double minus and then the command name and then all the parameters. You simply start with author, title, date. You can also use, well, this is today, just is replaced by the current date. You can also use a format string like the date tool on the command line, or you can use any string. And well, you can start new pages, you can set borders, just enter your text. It's pretty simple. There are a lot of examples we're having for every feature. We have examples in the source code directory. Yeah, shell output. May I show it again? That was quite fast. That is, it's some kind of special output area, and every line starting with $1 or is well printed out like you usually type, and it's very good for showing something you have to type on the text console. Yeah. Another thing is that we use Figlet for huge fonts. You can also use also set other fonts. Yeah. Future goals are we should release our refactored version. Currently, the source code of the released version is extremely ugly. More features, and that is more effects that even make PowerPoint look lousy. Stable support for export formats. Currently, we only have a pretty unstable, in the released version, a pretty unstable support for LaTeX export, and in the refactored version, a totally unstable version for Linux stock, HTML, or XML support. And yeah, that's it. And thanks to all people, Nico Golde, who is the co-author of TPP, Sven Gukes, who had the initial idea and established contact with Nico, Alfie for bringing TPP into Debian, Arvid for bringing TPP into FreeBSD, so you can use it right now, and Patricia Jung, who wrote a few articles in a few Linux magazines. Yeah, that's it. Any questions? Yes?
Will you implement Emacs key bindings?
No.
I'm a VI user. So no, not VI. Actually, VI improved, so that's a huge difference. And I'm not really fond of the Emacs key bindings. But probably in the far future where you can configure everything. Then yeah. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's. I will type it here. It's synflood.at/tpp.html, or only simple /tpp. Should both work. Any other questions?
Okay, I'm sorry, time is
Thank
up. But I think it's very cool.